the larger school sometimes scares people away, but I don't feel like it's a large school because the people are still close and the people are they still care for your children. They're not just a number like you sometimes feel in large schools.
The school has a lot of opportunities for its students, and I feel like it's very student focused on not just academically, but in every aspect, trying to make the students like the best people that they can be. And I feel like we have so many programs that get the students involved and active in the community. And I think there's just so much emphasis on the students as people, not just as students at the school.
I just love this school. I love what it has to offer from the very beginning for children, and just the diversity that it has. It's not for a specific person or individual or just certain groups of people. It's for everybody. Wherever you come from, it is beneficial to everyone.
I graduated from Lake Hamilton and I was involved in the fine arts and athletics and leadership, student council, all the different activities that they had. And so I knew for my kids that whether they chose one activity or all, they had so many different outlets to be a part of, whatever interested them the most. There was something in Lake Hamilton to motivate them and challenge them so that they were happy when they came to school.
Quiz Bowl and robotics have been two of the biggest programs that my children have enjoyed, particularly my son who is in school now. Robotics is a relatively new program, and I'm just so glad that Lake Hamilton is innovative enough to start a new program and to give those kids a chance to explore new areas. That program particularly has been very, very vested for Jordan.
And I also like that they offer English as a second language, which wasn't an issue for my children, but English was technically their second language, and they had no problem excelling, but they had opportunities available just in case if they needed it, and for other students.
We started out in kindergarten with Juanita Lynch, and she truly has a heart and a passion. It's just a gift that to be able to take the curriculum and to be able to teach it on the special needs level.
So even though there's so many kids in a classroom, they still seek the needs of children and they attend to them on an individual basis, not just as a group.
If you're having trouble in classes and you need tutoring and extra tutoring, you talk to them and they'll sit there, and if they can't help you figure out one way, they always find another way to help you figure out like the answer or whatever, another way that you can learn the best way for you.
And for a teacher to care for you, it must be a good thing because that develops a relationship.
We've also got so many opportunities besides academics that you're not going to find at other schools. So many opportunities for kids to grow in skills that they might not obtain anywhere else.
It's given me a great high school experience, not just in studies, but something I can take with me to college, as life experience.
It makes my kids love learning. As I went to college to become a teacher, and I love to learn, and I wanted my kids to learn, to love to learn, and that has been a big part of being at Lake Hamilton, is that they really enjoy learning new things.
The size of the school seems to create resources and opportunities. Some people might view a larger school as having a less personal environment. However, and at Lake Hamilton School, it still feels very much like a small rural school, which is more comfortable.
The third graders read a book, and he was super excited. It's difficult for him. He doesn't, he struggles a little bit with reading comprehension, so it's difficult and challenging in ways to get him to be motivated to want to participate with the typical children. And in the book that they had chosen to read, it just really lit him up, and he had a chance to be able to come to school dressed up as a character one day, and he got to dress up as a penguin. And the entire school, all of his classmates really cheered him on and rooted for him whenever he won the little award for being the best dressed penguin. So I feel like his classmates really rallied behind him, and help celebrate a stepping stone for us in our life, and that is Pierce really coming out of his shell and being able to be accepted and just loved like he's just a typical child.
Good teachers, and just a nice place to be, safe environment.
You have a sense of pride in what you're doing and the teachers do, and it just kind of reflects back through everyone that's here, involved here, whether they're administration or teaching or students or whatever they're doing. They have a sense of pride for being here, and it just kind of snowballs, and everyone gets that feeling like, hey, I'm happy to be here.
I feel like home. I mean, have all my years have been here. This place is a part of me. I think it's home. It's home away from home.
I love the Lake Hamilton School District because it's home. I guess it's home for all of our kids. My wife and I have moved away for approximately 10 years. And when our first son was a year and a half old, we knew that not only did we need to bring him back here because this is where our family is, but I could not feel myself raising my kids anywhere else than here. So Lake Hamilton is home, and always has been, I guess, and always will be.